I'm Rick Wilkinson, and I've been Judy's producer at Nightline, the ABC News LA Bureau, SoCal Connected, and even a guest speaker at some of her classes at SC. We've covered a lot of miles together. We swapped t-shirts deep in the woods while covering a prison break. We flew zero-G with Buzz Aldrin, twice, much to Judy's great discomfort because she gets terribly motion sick. I've had movie stuntmen attack her in the middle of a stand-up, which required a dozen takes to complete without giggling. We've covered national politics, the celluloid ceiling for women in Hollywood. We've wandered together through the verdant marijuana fields of Northern California, just waiting to be popped by the DEA. We've fly-fished in Yosemite and done more day of air crashes than either of us can remember. But most important, we've survived 2 OJ trials. To my great joy, I've learned continuously from Judy how to be a better writer, how to be a better storyteller, how to be a better journalist. Mueller, you're moving on to Act 3, or is this Act 4? Well, whatever. All I know is, when you're ready to get out on your next adventure, give me a call.
Hey Judy, it's Rachel Scott. I graduated in 2015 and now working at ABC News. And right now I'm in ABC News Radio, the place that you called home for so many years. I cannot believe that there's going to be a generation of the USC students that are going to miss out on the Judy Mueller experience. You have helped me become a better journalist. You have inspired me. You have always taught me there is more to learn, there is more to grow. And even though you were tough and hard on me, you always wanted the best. I am so internally thankful for all of your support and all your help. And I would not be where I am today and would not have the drive and the passion that I do if I didn't have a teacher like you. So thank you so much for having such a huge effect on my career and on me personally. And I promise you the calls are not going to stop, Judy. Just because you're leaving USC does not mean that I'm not going to bug you, that I'm not going to keep asking you for advice, because those of us that got to be in your class and that got to pick your brain and learn how to write and learn how to voice and track truly took away some of the most remarkable skills that I'm implementing every day in the real world here at ABC News. I miss you tons, and good luck on your next chapter. Have fun with your dog. Love you, Judy. Bye.
Judy, say it isn't so. We can't possibly go on without you. You've meant so much to this school. You've been such a great teacher, friend, mentor, colleague. But you have kind of promised that if there's an emeritus status and a way to stay involved, you will. And we're going to hold you to it, because I just can't imagine the place without you. Big hugs. Have a great new adventure, but promise we'll be part of it.
Hi, I'm Marty Kaplan. I'm on the faculty at Annenberg, and I think I have the distinction of being both a colleague of Judy Mueller's here at USC, and also I was someone that she covered when politics was her beat. You might want to know, what's the comparison? What's the difference? How are they similar between Judy as a journalism school professor and Judy as someone who had politics on her radar? And I think the answer can be summarized in 2 words. Duh best. Well, actually, I think it's 1 word and 1 word adjacent, but you get the idea. Judy, we love you. Congratulations.
Hi, Judy. Trina Orlando here, checking in from Chicago. I am a reporter here at WMAQ, and I was in your reporting class, and I think spring of 2005. So it's been a while, and the thing I still remember most about your class is the contagious enthusiasm that you brought to the classroom each and every week. So thank you for that. And also, I wanted to say thank you for looking willingly at all of the many resume tapes I have sent you over the years and always finding something positive to say about them. I know it could not have been an easy task, and it was much appreciated. Congratulations on your retirement. I hope you enjoy every minute of it. You deserve it.
Hello. This video message is for you, Judy Mueller. It's Anna Yukar reporting in Yerevan, Armenia, and I just want you to know that to this day, I still think of you when I'm in the audio booth recording any VO, and I think of everything you taught us in class about how to properly stand and inflect, and I just I just want to say thank you for everything you've ever taught us. You were so incredible to learn from, and all of us really looked up to you. I know you're going to be sorely missed at Annenberg. I miss you already, and I hope you're doing so well, and just want to say big congratulations on retiring. And as they say here, stay tuned.
My name's Ashley Regal, and I trained with Judy from 2012 to 2014 at Annenberg, where I was pursuing my master's. I love Judy so much because in addition to being extremely talented, wise, and witty, she is hysterically funny. I don't know that she means to be funny, but she is, and I adore her for that. When I was at Annenberg, I did a lot of on-air reporting and anchoring, and Judy was our supervisor. She was in charge of telling us what to do and how to prepare and enter markets. And I so will always remember her brutal honesty. She would provide critiques and criticisms like no one else. The top number one thing to avoid was being maudlin and or depressing. Had to avoid those, and really encouraged us to let our natural energy and sunshine radiate through. So I always appreciated that. And I'm forever grateful to Judy because she inspired me to go on and become a producer. And because of her, I applied for an internship with Nightline at ABC Network News and during grad school. And now 4 years later, I produce for the network out of the LA Bureau. And I love it. And I'm eternally grateful to Judy for all of her inspiration and leadership and guidance. Judy, thank you for everything. You're a badass. Enjoy your retirement. You so deserve it.
My name is Geneva Overholzer, and I was for 5 years the director of the USC Annenberg School of Journalism. During that 5 years, Judy was on the faculty, and thank goodness for it. I don't know if I would have made it through 5 years without her. There were other faculty members who were terrifically important to the progress of the school and who worked hard. But not many of them were, like Judy, tenure-full professors. Judy has a way of crossing all kinds of boundaries and reaching people with her affection and her smarts and her passion. She was a terrific teacher and generally liked by everyone. Well, you know, it's a faculty, but as close as it comes. And she reached people not just by being kind to everyone, but also by being very forthright with everyone. I think all of us can relate to the fact that every now and then Judy would open those big baby blues and look at you like, hello, or duh. I'm sure that, like all of you, I am very grateful for both the friendship and the candor. I'm also sure I can't even imagine USC Annenberg without her. What a loss. But I can imagine, Judy, your life without USC Annenberg, and I know it will involve a whole lot more wonderful, happy Colorado time. I hope to see you there, and here's a big, loving send-off, and thanks to you for all you've done for the journalism school and for journalism, and will continue to do. Bye-bye.
Katie Kim here. I'm an investigative reporter at NBC Chicago. Judy was my J402 professor in the fall of 2008 when we had about 6 students in class. I still hear Judy's voice every time I head to the tracking booth, that calm, cool delivery of hers. But one piece of advice that I will never ever forget from Judy is make air, not art. Judy, congratulations on your retirement. We are sending you so much love.
Hi Judy, it's Mickey Turner, common day and night laborer at USC Annenberg. How are you? Well, as you know, I've been plotting for months to find ways to keep you with us at Annenberg, and I think I've found a way. I can't tell you about it, of course, but I will say that it may be kind of illegal in this administration. You know, it does involve some travel and stuff like that. But anyway, we won't talk about that now. But in all seriousness, I can't tell you how blessed and fortunate I feel to have had the opportunity to share this space with you at this time. You know, you're a great journalist, a great person, funny, engaging. You've got a great dog, and you're a legend. You're a legend. I mean, you were in Straight Outta Compton. Hey, say what? What's up? Anyway, it has really been a pleasure, and I can't wait to read the next chapter in your book of life. And I'm sure wherever you go, whatever you do, it'll be immensely successful. And we're just going to miss the hell out of your girlfriend, but I still got my plan. So stay tuned. Salud.
Aloha from Hawaii, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Ryan.
And we met in Professor Judy Muller's class 13 years ago.
And we wanted to say thank you, Judy, very much for your inspiration, your education, your teaching, and your patience, all of those things.
It's because of you we were able to start our journalism careers. We started in Hawaii, we went to Montana, over to Colorado, and now we're back in Hawaii again, working at Hawaii News Now.
And everything that we've done is thanks to you. And we have two other people who also want to say thank you.
Hi, Auntie Judy. Thank you for introducing Mommy and Daddy.
Thank you very much.
I remember meeting Judy Muller. I distinctly remember that moment. It was in the newsroom at SoCal Connected, and she was holding court discussing the state of journalism with a bunch of the reporters and producers, and she was so smart. And I remember being very intimidated by her and thinking, please do not put me with Judy Muller. I was terrified of it. They did put me with Judy, and we did about 14 pieces, doing some of the best work certainly in my career, and it was because it was with Judy. I learned so much from you, Judy. I think one of the best moments certainly in my career, certainly one of the most rewarding, came with Judy. We had done the story on the FEMA floods maps. FEMA had been making South Central LA residents pay for flood insurance, very expensive flood insurance, and it turns out they really weren't in a flood area. We did the story. FEMA actually removed these residents from that district, so they no longer had to pay the flood insurance. So a year goes by, and we are at traffic court in downtown LA. I did a lot of stories on the city of LA, and this man comes up to us and he says, "Are you two the ladies from SoCal Connected?" And we said yes, and he said, "Do you remember me?" And I looked at Judy, and we didn't remember him. And he goes, "Well, I'm one of the residents from South LA you had interviewed." And he said, "I want to thank you because of your reporting. You saved my community millions of dollars, money that we simply didn't have to spend on useless insurance." And I remember Judy looking at me and she said, "That's why we do this. That's one of the best moments I've had in my career." And I was so honored to share that with Judy, that moment. And to this day, it stands out as this is why we do the work we do. And I'm grateful for you, Judy. You taught me so much. I remember you said one of my scripts wasn't awful and it was like the best day of my life. And anyway, I wish you all the best in your retirement. And if you have time, we can go to another city hall meeting and kick them around a little bit more. Anyway, best wishes.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I report and produce at AJ Plus in San Francisco, and Judy was my professor in 2015. Judy was such a wonderful professor, and there's just too much to say to put into such a short video, so I just wanted to read our first email exchange. It was before the first day of class, and I had the stomach flu, and I wrote her to tell her I had the stomach flu and might not be able to come to the first class, and all she wrote back was, "Sure hope you feel better today. Missing this class is rough." And she was right. It would have been rough to miss class that first day because we learned and covered so much, and if anything, what I took out of that class was you really need to hustle, and that's how I got my dream job. So thank you, Judy.
Hi, my name is Rocio Zamora. I never had Judy as a professor at SC. I was a print major when I was in grad school, but I would always hear from other students what a great professor she was. And I finally got to work with Judy during the 2007 Carnegie Knight Foundation Fellowship at SC. And she, all the rumors were true. She was great. She was a ball of energy. She was just so smart and a really hard worker, and she really expected the same from all of us. And it was a little daunting, I think, the level of confidence she had in me. I think she saw something in me back then that I hadn't quite seen in myself yet. But it definitely made me work that much harder. And once the fellowship was over, I remember she got invited to give a talk at my old high school in Boyle Heights, Roosevelt High School. And she convinced me to go with her. I didn't think that I had any, journalistic experience yet. I had just graduated, and she said I was crazy, and we went, and it was amazing. The kids really responded, obviously, to Judy's amazing stories, and then to me, to somebody who was, in that seat in that classroom just a few years earlier. So it was a great experience. But while we were kind of giving our spiel and doing the question answer segment of the talk, the fire alarm went off, and I just kept on talking, and the kids just kept on asking questions. But Judy Muller could not concentrate, and she was like, "Is this normal? Like, do you guys deal with this all the time?" The answer was yes. Like, there's kids playing pranks, or the fire alarm, whatever, it's malfunctioning. There's just so many reasons why it would happen. But I remember happening a lot when I was in school, and it was obviously still happening in 2007. So, but it was just very, I think the whole class and myself just burst out laughing when she was just so surprised, and just couldn't concentrate. And she kept asking, we should really investigate this, and let's speak to the principal. And I was just in stitches. And but it goes to show what a great journalist she is. She's like, let's get to the bottom of this, So I love her for that. And it was Judy Muller. I, again, was a print major. I went to work for a magazine after grad school, and it folded during the recession. And when Judy found out that I was unemployed, she was like, "What?" She's like, "We have to fix this." And she got me an interview at KCET. Never did I think I would ever work in broadcast. And now I'm at NBC and going on 7 years, in broadcast. It's just kind of amazing. It would have never happened had I not met Judy Muller. She's definitely one of the most inspirational people, and I'm just so happy and proud that we were able to cross paths. I think that she has definitely been a game changer in my life, and I'm sure in so many other students' lives. So Judy, thank you so much. I love you, and congratulations, and happy retirement.
Hi there, Judy. This is James Santelli from USC Class of 2014. I'm here at KDKA TV in Pittsburgh, my hometown, and I'm very happy to be a producer here, but I was very sorry to see that you are retiring. I had 2 classes with you, Judy. I was very lucky to have you for 2 different classes, but I know you're going to have a great time in retirement. You're going to go all around, especially with your grandkids, so I wish you well. And just for you, this video is going to have no puns whatsoever. But now I have to put a cap on things. Happy retirement, Judy.
Judy, when I started at USC, you gave me some great advice on teaching. You also gave me a gift. I don't know if you remember that. It was a field manual for dealing with faculty and students. I keep it in my office. Here it is. I consult it every day. We're really going to miss you. Thank you for everything, and good luck.
I'm Marilyn Heck. I work with Judy at ABC News. I was the nighttime assignment editor, and when Good Morning America decided it needed a live presence for a story that broke in the evening, oftentimes not in a very nice location, I was the one who had to wake up correspondents and tell them. I was well prepared for the 4 stages of Judy. Number 1, anger. Where is Brian Rooney? Why can't Brian do this? Why didn't you call Brian? Number 2, denial. This is not a story. Who thinks this is a story? Number 3, depression, sighing and moaning, moaning and sighing. And then number 4, acceptance. Okay, where do you need me to go? And there in the morning was Judy with her beautifully written script, delivering it in a style that only she could do with commanding presence. And I thought to myself, no wonder I was told, get us Judy. Happy retirement.
Okay. You want a close up of my hands? You can use as a cutaway?
Nah, no cutaways. We're just gonna hit
Oh, okay. Tell me when.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Judy, I am very angry at you. You promised me we would grow old together at USC Annenberg, and you're leaving me here alone. That's just not fair. I thought we'd be here forever. I'm going to miss you so much. When you came here originally, I was so happy we were going to get a quality broadcast journalist to join me on the faculty, and it's been better than that. You've been one of the best. You're one of the best teachers I've ever seen. You're the best colleague. You're just a wonderful person. I'm going to miss you so much. But I hope you have a wonderful retirement. I hope you come and visit us sometimes. And I hope that we can be friends even though you won't be at Annenberg. I hope we can see each other a lot. Have a great time in retirement.
Three, two, one. My name is Laura Coverson. I work in communications at Cedars-Sinai. I worked alongside Judy Muller for many years at the ABC News Bureau in Los Angeles. She was the award-winning correspondent, and I was a producer. A reporter has many tools of the trade. The reporter's notebook, which was replaced by the microcassette, and eventually by the iPhone or Android. You could take photos, you could record video and audio, and you could be reachable by the damn New York desk 24/7. But the one tool that I will always remember was the most valuable, was introduced to me by only Judy Muller, and most indispensable for women correspondents. It was the disposable diaper. Do you remember when you shared this tender secret with me, Judy? It wasn't on one of your legendary award-winning stakeouts in Waco, Texas, or in Jordan, Montana, watching over the Freeman for months. It was a more sacred career-making assignment. It was in April 2005. John Paul II had died, and the New York desk was convinced that the Latino faithful of New York would rush to the churches when the doors flung open the morning after his death was announced. We were sent to Olvera Street, to a deserted little church and a parking lot, degraded and old and torn down. There were 3 or 4 cars in the parking lot, and no other news crews, by the way. We were told to wait. The New York desk was assured that there would be thousands of Latinos coming to pay their last respects to Il Papa. I had to pee. You sat assured and calm, drinking your coffee and your thermos and having your water, and I was frantic about how I was going to hold it for 6 hours before the McDonald's across the street opened. I wanted to know your secret, and finally you relented and you shared. The adult diaper, a box of Depends. You never left home without them. Judy, you have bloomed everywhere you have been planted, and I wish you all good things in your retirement. I am so blessed to have walked alongside you, and I look forward to more time in your garden. Bye.
Hi, this is Laura Castañeda. I'm a professor of journalism at Annenberg, and I want to wish Judy Muller the best retirement ever. You will be greatly missed. You have a lot of empathy, smarts, and journalistic integrity. And one of the best memories I have is when you joined me and a bunch of other Annenberg friends and outside Annenberg friends at Palm Springs for my 50th birthday. And that was wonderful, and I really hope we stay in touch.
Casper, sit. Casper, sit. Casper, do you know how to sit? Yes. That's a good boy. Shake? Can you shake? Shake. I don't think so.
Hi Judy, it's Max Schwartz, and even though I never took one of your classes, I always felt like your student. I could always come to you and tell you what I've been doing, giving you what I've encountered, and ask for your help, and you'd always be there to provide great help, advice, and feedback, and wonderful answers as always. I wanted to say thank you for all you've done for me and my fellow students and the public and other journalists. You're a storyteller, Judy. You tell excellent stories, and that will be greatly missed here at USC. Not only was I with you last week at a wonderful Walter Cronkite Awards where you did a great job, but I remember when you were on the RTNASC panel on millennials and social media, and you and I had the same reaction the following day in the media center of how it went. And I think that was a great Judy moment. Thank you for always being willing to talk to me and answer my questions. You'll be greatly missed at USC and beyond, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement and enjoy it. Fight on.
Then what else? What else?
All right, then I'll say something about the students and being nervous. Okay, what am I supposed to say?
And the thing that just kept coming to me is that when I read student scripts, I can see Judy. I can hear Judy's voice saying, do this, do that.
Right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Wait.
Okay, but I know. What because it reminds you that she's like...
No, I just hate being on
Oh,
camera.
okay.
Okay.
Are you starting? Do you want me to
Willis,
start?
all right, go ahead. You're
So should I just start, or should we just start by just saying something, or
Okay.
we should say...
We could just be having a conversation and not talk to the camera. Or do you want to do that? You could do that too. And then you don't have to think about it. Okay. Let's just ignore the camera. What would Judy say? Right? Judy would come up with something like right away. Like it's
I know.
It's kind of crazy that we're standing here and just trying to figure out what to say to Judy.
That's what we could say.
Okay. Right? I mean, like Judy would come up with something pithy and like concise, right? In a second.
That's why we'll miss you.
Right? Right.
Yes.
If Judy were here, she would know what to say.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
And here's what I admire the most about Judy is that the students were really afraid of her. They would say all the time, like, oh my gosh, but I have something due for Judy, and I can't turn this in for Judy, and this is for Judy's class. Yeah, and Stacey and I would talk about, like, wow, do you think Judy's really tough on the students?
Really? Are you kidding me? We're gonna miss you, Judy.
Make air, not art.
Good luck, Judy. It's not going to be the same without you.
It's not.
Go. I'm looking for Judy Muller. Wait, Judy Muller isn't coming back? Don't go, E.T. I mean, don't go, Judy Muller.
We all remember where we were when we learned Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan, and Judy Muller announced her retirement.
Judy, if I were a good-looking, healthy, strapping, strong fish anywhere near Norwood, Colorado, I would be very concerned right now. Listen, Brian Williams was telling me that when he left Annenberg, they told him he was nearly Oh, Brian Williams never taught at Annenberg? Scratch that. Judy, Sipper and I send you lots of love, hay bale happiness in Colorado. We wish you the very best. We love you. God bless.
3, 2, 1. Hi, Judy. This is Jerome Campbell. I'm a reporter now at the LA Times. I took your class in 2014, and I just wanted to say thank you for just being such a amazing teacher. I look back at my time at USC, and I can honestly say some of my best work came out of being in your class. And I remember that semester when I took your radio reporting class, and I really came to understand myself as a reporter, and you really saw things in me that I didn't see at the time. And now those skills that you invested in and pulled out of me have really set me up in a way that I don't think I could ever thank you enough. So I just hope that I continue to do you proud. Thanks, Judy.
Hey, Judy. Your buddy Mary Lou here. I found these gems from our CBS radio days in a pile of old photos. Were we ever that young? We didn't even have electric typewriters, never mind internet. But we had a lot of fun and we did good work very early in the morning.
This is the CBS Evening News.
And also woke up a certain CBS News anchor, which had the unintended consequence of propelling you to the West Coast and cementing our friendship forever. Had a lot of laughs and a lot of great adventures. Remember Club Med with Carolyn Rose and your palindromic friend Pip? And of course there was riding horses across the Mongolian plains to that enormous statue of Genghis Khan and pissing in a bucket in our gear at night. We climbed a sacred mountain in Siberia and ferreted out a former Russian gulag. I found this, too, when I was pawing through those old pictures. Your caption? When we reach this stage, just shoot me. Well, we're almost there, Judy. Looking forward to many more great adventures. Love you.
One of the things about working with Judy all those years was she was always so gracious about being the second person World News called for a story. Every year when that list came out of the most prominent network correspondents, Judy would highlight our names on the list and then post it on my door. It was pretty easy to get back at her. I'd casually drop that World News was sending me to Hawaii to do feature stories, and she'd go, "What?" One year, she was out of the bureau for a couple of weeks, and every time I recorded a track, I pinned it to the wall in the recording booth, and by the time she came back, the room was wallpapered with my words, and the bureau chief made me take them down because her blood pressure was going through the roof. In truth, Judy is one of the best writers and one of the sharpest reporters network news ever had. She saw the Los Angeles riots coming weeks before they actually happened. She's the one who figured out that Los Angeles had more pot shops than Starbucks. I'm sure if network news ever comes to its senses and recalls people with all the experience and skills that they really need, Judy is going to be the second person they call.